Good afternoon, students. Welcome back to this new session. Here is a quote. Don't let what you can't do interfere with what you can do. Yes, we all heard the old saying that you can do anything you put your mind it, and it is true. We all have our own potentialities. But children, stop the second guessing. You start the moment itself. Then you think we all have some limitations, we cannot do it. Avoid such kind of things. It is sure the limitations are there, even though we should start to achieve our goal. Okay. Then the same lesson we can continue. In the previous class, what are things we studied? Do you remember it? Different types of reproduction. Sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction. Then vegetative propagation. Then today we are going to study about what are the events taking place in sexual reproduction. Then second one, the detailed study about the pre-fertilization events. Then next, sexuality in organisms. The other content is meiocyte. And the number of chromosomes present in different organisms. So these are the topics we have to go through. So listen. What are the events in sexual reproduction? The main three events are pre-fertilization. First one is pre-fertilization. Second one is fertilization. And the third one is post-fertilization. Here, fertilization I have written in the middle. Yes, the process. What are taking place before fertilization is termed as pre-fertilization events. The events which are taking place after fertilization are known as post-fertilization events. So we can study one by one. First of all, we are going to study about pre-fertilization events. What are they? The two important events are gametogenesis and gamete transfer. So first one is gametogenesis and the second one is gamete transfer. So what do you mean by gametogenesis? The process of formation of male and female gamete, that is known as gametogenesis. Then always the gametes are haploid. In the gametes, only one set of chromosome number is present. So, the two important events of pre-fertilization are, one is gametogenesis, second one is gamete transfer. So, first of all, we are going to deal with gametogenesis. The process of formation of male and female gamete is known as gametogenesis. Then here we should remember gametes are always haploid. See, based on the type of gametes, means based on their morphology, there are two types. First one is homogametes and the second one is heterogametes. Homogametes means gametes are of same kind, unable to differentiate them, male and female. That is known as homogametes. One more term is used to explain, that is isogamete. Isogamete. Then here heterogametes. There are male and female gametes are there. We can distinguish between them. So that here the male gamete is called androzoid Androzoid is otherwise known as sperm. Androzoids are otherwise known as sperm. Then what about the female gamete? Female gamete is called egg or ovum. So these two types means male and female gametes we can differentiate easily. So that type of gametes are known as heterogametes. This type of gametes we can see in higher organism. Means isogametes are present in Monera, etc. Then next one is, what do you mean by sexuality in organisms? Based on the presence of sex cells or sex organ, we can see sexuality in organisms. See, unisexual, in the case of plants, unisexual flowers are there or unisexual plants are there. That condition is known as dioecious. The spelling is D-I-O-E-C-I-O-U-S, dioecious. Unisexual condition means only either male or female flower is present in the plant body. If such case is present in fungi, it is known as heterothallic condition. Unisexual means dioecious. We can say unisexual flowers or dioecious flowers in the case of angiospermic plants. In the case of fungi, we can call it as heterothallic condition. Then what about the bisexual? In the case of angiosperm plants, they are bisexual or monoecious. Yes, in the case of fungi, it is known as homothallic. Then among angiosperms, the male flowers are known as staminate flowers. Why are they known as staminate? Because the male sex organ is stamen. That's why it is known as staminate flower. In the case of female flower, that is known as pistillate because the female sex organ is pistil. That's why it is known as pistillate. Then, what about animals? Yes, among animals also unisexual organisms are there, bisexual organisms are there. Yes, you probably can make a list of unisexual animals, of course. But what about the bisexual? Yes, they are otherwise known as hermaphrodites. Bisexual animals are known as hermaphrodites. Both male sex organ and female sex organ is present in such organisms. Example, leech, tapeworm, earthworm, etc. Then unisexual, based on your NCERT book, one example is given, that is cockroach. You can find out so many examples or we know already. Then what about the cell division during gamete formation? You have studied gametes are haploid. The process of formation of male and female gamete is known as gametogenesis. Then here, what about the cell division during gamete formation? Because we have studied two types, organisms are classified into two, haploid or diploid, based on the set of chromosomes they possess. If they possess only one set of chromosomes, they are called haploid. So can you name some example for haploid? Yes, they are Monera, alga, bryophytes, etc. In such a case, what type of cell division takes place during gamete formation? Because these are haploid. Then we have studied gametes also should, or gametes are also haploid. So what type of cell division takes place in this situation? We have studied in the reproductive cells, the name of the cell division is meiosis. But here, if meiosis takes place, what happens? The number of chromosomes. Then one more thing, again fertilization is there. Suppose this is the male, The female gamete also want to fuse. So the chromosome number wants to make as it is, so that the cell division is mitosis. Cell division is mitosis. Then fusion. During the fusion, again male or female gamete is there. So there the chromosome number is haploid. They fuse to form the diploid condition. So the organism and this offsprings, the number of chromosomes is different. So that here another cell division takes place, which means meiosis. Meiosis takes place so that haploid cells are formed, which gives rise to new plant. This life cycle you have studied based on the +1 syllabus you studied. So here once again, if the organism is haploid, in such case gametes are formed through mitosis. Then male gamete, this is the male gamete and this is the female gamete. Fusion of this male and female gamete is known as the fertilization or syngamy, that result diploid zygote. Here the zygote and this organism chromosome number is different. Here it is haploid, here it is diploid. So that here meiosis takes place and the resultant cells are haploid, that gives rise to the plant body. So this is the cell division taking place during gamete formation if this is a haploid organism. Then what about if it is a diploid organism? Yes, if it is diploid, see 2n is the condition. Parent male body, the cell division is meiosis, so that haploid. Then female body, here also cell division is meiosis, so that haploid. And during syngamy or after fertilization, zygote is produced, so that is diploid. So 2n, it gives rise to the adult organism. So here in the diploid organism, during the formation of meiosis, during the formation of gamete, the cell division is meiosis. Okay, then what about the cell which undergoes meiosis called? The cell which undergoes meiosis, they are called meiocytes. Egg mother cells. Meiocytes means the cell which undergoes meiosis, they are called meiocytes. Here there is a list of organisms with the number of chromosomes present in meiocyte as well as in the gamete. This is based on your NCERT book. So it is an examination point of view, it is very important, so please go through this. Listen children, name of the organism, here meiocyte, number of chromosomes present in the meiocyte. I have told you meiocyte means the cell which undergoes meiosis. Then here you can see gamete. Some places you can see nothing is written, that you have to fill up. See, actually we have studied the gametes are haploid. So this point you have to keep in your mind and complete this table. Okay. How human beings, we have know that 2n or the number of chromosomes present in the meiocyte is 46. So what is the chromosome number present in the gamete? 23. Then rat, housefly, it is 12. So in the gamete it comes 6. Then rat it is 42. What about the gamete? Dog 78. What about the gamete? Fruit fly, 8. Ophioglossom. You can see the chromosome number in the meiocyte of the ophioglossom is 1260. Which organism is this? Actually, ophioglossom is a pteridophyte. It is a fern. And this plant possesses the largest number of chromosomes. That is 1260. Then what about the chromosome number present in the gamete? So you have to fill up these columns. Then apple 34, rice 24, maize 20, potato 48, butterfly 380, and in the onion that is 16. So in the gamete it is 8. You have to keep it in your mind always. That is, the gametes are always haploid condition. The gametes are always haploid condition. Before we conclude the topic, we can once again go through what all things we have studied. First one is events in sexual reproduction. First one is pre-fertilization, fertilization and post-fertilization. Then we have studied about pre-fertilization events. It includes gametogenesis and gamete transfer. That includes gametogenesis and gamete transfer. Then gametogenesis, the process of formation of male and female gamete is known as gametogenesis. There are two types of gametes based on their morphology. Isogametes or homogametes. Homo means similar. Morphologically, they are similar, male and female, unable to differentiate them. Then next, about the heterogametes. Then about the sexuality in organism. Then what type of cell division taking place during the formation of gamete. Then what about meiocytes. Then last content, that is the number of chromosomes present in meiocytes and also in the gamete. Then we can study about fertilization and post-fertilization events and this gamete transfer in the next session. Okay students, thank you for watching this video. Thank you very much.